Hi, I'm Noora Elkoussy, and this is my final project for HLTH610, Life Cycle Nutrition. As I intend to become a migraine specialist, this nutrition intervention in adult migraine sufferers aligns with my postgraduate goals. I hope this will help you and others find some relief. Based on the 2016 global burden of disease, more than 45 million people experience crippling migraines. It is the second leading cause of disability worldwide. It is most common among people 20 to 50 years old and afflicts women 3 times more than men. Today, 28 million Americans are afflicted with migraines. Migraine is characterized by headaches with moderate to intense pulsating pain in a unilateral location accompanied by nausea, vomiting, photophobia, and or phonophobia. The pathology of migraine is not fully understood, but evidence suggests dietary factors may contribute to inflammation and vasodilation. There are also hormonal, physiological, and environmental causes for migraine. There are medications for prevention and others for treatment, but their effectiveness varies from person to person, and some have negative long-term side effects. Dietary interventions is an area that needs further research. Can proper nutrition and dietary adjustments impact migraine frequency, severity, and duration? A 2014 study proved that a low-fat, plant-based diet positively impacted migraines. The 36-week crossover trial was conducted in Washington, D.C. with 42 adult migraine sufferers. They were divided into 2 random groups. Among the participants, 93% were women, 83% were white, and 90% non-Hispanic. 26 subjects recalled when their first migraine emerged, and the mean was 24 years earlier. At base, 4 members met the criteria for chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days per month, and the rest had episodic migraines, less than 15 a month. All participants were over 18 and ate an omnivorous or lacto-ovo-vegetarian diet prior to the study. In this study, Group 1 started with dietary adjustments for 4 weeks. Then they eliminated common pain triggers while continuing the specialized low-fat vegan diet. Afterward, they reintroduced the omitted foods one by one every 48 hours, beginning with foods least likely to be a trigger and reporting any headaches. By the 17th week, they started a 4-week washout period. Then the final 4 weeks were their usual diet and placebo. The second group first took a placebo supplement for 16 weeks, followed by a 4-week washout. Then the final 16 weeks involved dietary adjustments like that of Group 1. Both groups followed the same regimen, but in reverse order. The study documented baseline, midpoint, and endline data. Looking at this vast list of potential triggers, it is understandable why the scientists chose a low-fat vegan diet. This is ambitious and daunting. Most migraine sufferers have heard of the correlation between alcohol, chocolate, dairy, and caffeine, but this list is far more extensive. By no means does this mean that migraineurs must cease eating all of these foods to find relief, or that one needs to become vegan. However, an elimination diet can help determine which foods may pose a problem. Everyone is different. Working with a registered dietitian or nutritionist or an integrative or functional medicine doctor to find what is best for you is ideal. The study design included 2-day diet records and a weekly headache diary. The diary specified the number of headaches, intensity, and duration. Frequency was defined as the average number of headaches per week. Based on the time between assessments, data were averaged over 4 to 8 weeks. Intensity was rated by each individual on a scale of 1, meaning no pain, to 10, meaning the worst. Body weight, BMI, and plasma lipid concentrations were also assessed. At the end of week 16, patients rated symptom change using a 5-point Likert-style scale, ranging from much worse to much better. Results revealed that only 38 people completed the study, and therefore 4 people could not be assessed. 28 of the 42 participants reported no consumption of animal products. 7 reported consumption of at least modest amounts of dairy products or eggs. 3 consumed a little meat during one of the diet record assessments. And since the elimination diet was unique to each participant, assessing adherence to the elimination diet was impossible. The clinical outcomes of the study indicated that the average weight fell by 3.6 kilograms during the diet period and 0.1 kilograms during the supplement period. Total cholesterol fell by 14 milligrams per deciliter during the diet period, but increased by 1 milligram per deciliter during the supplement period. And LDL cholesterol fell by 9 milligrams per deciliter during the diet period, but increased by 2 milligrams per deciliter during the supplement period. The pain outcomes showed significant decreases in number of headache intensity, duration, and percentage of headaches that required pain relief medication. There were improvements in both the diet and placebo phases, but the best results were during the diet phase. 35 of 40 participants described their symptoms as better after the diet period. 5 reported no improvement from the diet, and there was a 50-50 split in results for the supplement period, 20 reporting improvement and 20 reporting no change. Most participants continued taking their previously prescribed migraine prevention medication. Still, they noted that they could reduce their pain relief medication with fewer intense migraines. Important points to note. 30% of Group 1 members opted not to reintroduce their baseline diets following the end of the low-fat vegan diet period, despite that being a study component. Some subjects stopped eating meat or fish, and others had it only once during the 4-week washout, making it difficult to determine exact triggers. As a result, the crossover nature of the program could have been better. These specific people improved in all categories from their baseline levels during the diet period, which may explain why they didn't want to revert to their old patterns. While the intervention was intended to combine the vegan diet with the elimination of trigger foods, the individualized nature of the elimination period meant that it was challenging to separate the effects of the vegan diet from those of the elimination phase. The placebo content is another critical issue. The placebo was a capsule of 10 micrograms of alpha-linolenic acid and 10 micrograms of vitamin E. This combination was selected because vitamin E is an antioxidant and ALA is a plant-based essential fatty acid with anti-inflammatory properties. The two could have some clinical efficacy. The concern is the placebo might have led to some migraine relief, making it hard to discern which improvements can be attributed to diet and which to the supplement. So why did this experiment achieve its goals? There are several reasons. During migraine, there is a neurogenic inflammation and vasodilation. Many plant foods are high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, and consuming them may reduce pain related to free radicals and inflammation. A vegan diet also excludes dairy, a known migraine trigger, and meat has inflammatory properties, so eliminating as many inflammatory elements as possible may be a step in the right direction. Some meats and cheeses are high in tyramine, a vasoactive amine and neurotransmitter that elevates blood pressure, causing migraine pain. Then we have weight loss. A previous study correlating weight loss and migraine showed symptom improvements in groups following either a low-calorie diet or a very low-calorie keto diet. Therefore, the vegan diet's pain reduction effects may be at least in part due to weight reduction. It should also be noted that high blood pressure and hormonal changes are common causes of migraine, and a plant-based diet is less likely to disrupt hormonal systems or elevate blood pressure. Given the research finding, let's reflect on nutrition education concerning migraines. There is information regarding certain vitamins, minerals, and herbs that may relieve some aspects of migraine and a little on diet. Still, there is no conclusive solution because there are many types of migraines, and each one may have distinctive causes and therefore require unique approaches. This differentiation between the treatments for the various types is not well defined yet. Doctors are puzzled by migraines and struggle to find adequate solutions for their patients. This allows nutritionists, dietitians, and functional medicine practitioners to investigate alternative approaches. It is hard for nutrition education to dive too deeply into migraines without scientific research. Thus, the onus is on us to begin the research, find answers, and educate the masses. Well, That concludes this presentation on a low-fat, deep vegan nutrition intervention for migraines. I don't know about you, but as a chronic migraine sufferer myself with daily, almost non-stop pain, this omnivore might try a variation of this diet. If you try it too, please write me about your experience. My email address is on the final slide. Thank you, and good luck.